tail east on Delta Creek.
All right, I think we are live now. I think. All right, welcome into the live broadcast, guys. We have, let's see,
and then hold facing eastbound on Delta.
we're up on Terminal 3 today. And let me just take a look at my flight tracker here for a second. I got to see if this plane that I was looking for is still here.
Alpha Charlie Whiskey 2542 ground.
Okay, so we're up here on a very, very windy day here. This is Terminal 3 South. So we got something a little bit different today, and let's see. You can kind of see that Spirit Airlines Airbus right there. They were actually waiting there for quite a while before their gate was ready. And there they go, pulling into the first gate. And they're going to join two other Spirit aircraft. Three other Spirit aircraft. So I decided to come out here today and do a short live stream today. Unfortunately, I really wanted to show this on camera, but I kind of missed it because it happened as I was setting up. So we didn't get to actually have it on video. But Alaska Airlines has a brand new logo jet. And I was here to get some photos, and I was hoping to show it live on the YouTube channel. These 737s from American always use a lot of runway when they take off. We have a United, Southwest over there. United taxiing for departure. Another Alaska, and we have Delta right there. They're pushing back now, and
American 1545, contact departure. Have a good day.
They should be departing. But originally I was wanting to go to Terminal 4. And this is a 757-300, by the way. This is flight 1114 that you're looking at. It's going to be headed to Minneapolis. And I wanted to come up here to Terminal 3 so I can get a good picture of that Alaska plane, which I did. I think it should be okay. The light's not the greatest today, but Terminal 3 is the best spot for a photo of them crossing the bridge. And as I was setting up the equipment up here, they
We're just dropping the plane off at
departed,
Wingspan 4.
Wingspan 4, Roger. So you want to
headed back to San Francisco. So
They ground up with 874 spot forward, but the Texas Tango.
Sergeant, good day, American 15 4.
Ground up 1147.
They're going to be making a cross there. And cross 717, Foxtrot 9 for the North Group. Over here. Over North Group, west cross 700,
okay, so my plan to come to the Terminal 4 was kind of thwarted by the Alaska plane that I had to come up here and shoot. Terminal 4, the light is not the greatest for shooting a plane coming from Terminal 3 in the afternoon, the early afternoon hours. It's almost 1:30 here, 1:30 Mountain Time in Phoenix, Arizona. But I wanted to come out here as early as I could today anyway, because we do have a winter storm coming in later. The temperature is going to go down. It's going to rain here later on, and it is getting cloudy right now. It's very, very windy. And let's see. So this is the Frontier Whale, the tail art on this plane right here. And we have, looks like the Wild Horse right there on that one. That plane looks like an A320neo. And the reason I say it looks like it is because it has really big engines. If you look at those are really, really big for an Airbus A320. I could be wrong. I'm not looking at the aircraft information. And we've got the bird tail art right there.
Position cross 7 left at Echo 6. Cross 7 right at Golf 4. Taxi for Cutting.
That looks like another bird right there. Can't quite tell what it is.
Alaska 703, Phoenix Tower 7154, traffic light traffic.
And what do we have lining up at the end? We have another Alaska flight. So the Alaska flight that I was hoping to capture here was a ferry flight headed back to San Francisco. But this is a regular flight. This is just one of Alaska's normal flights. And there's the old Phoenix SkyTrain right there. Planes and trains. We got it all today. All right, so this is the regular Alaska Airlines flight. So I haven't really done too many live streams from up here on Terminal 3 South. I've done a couple from Terminal 3 on the north side where you can see the planes going across the bridge. And you can see the planes landing on runway 8. But I haven't really done too much over here. I don't really think it's the most interesting spot, although you do get some gate action from the Frontiers, and if there was a Spirit, they would be parking here as well. We'd get some action for that. We have another departure. Another 737 using a lot of runway. So you really can't see a lot of the first airplane parked at the first gate because of the light rail track. So it's not the greatest spot right here. Second plane right there looks like not a lot of activity going on at the moment. All right, so there really isn't a lot going on with that plane right now. Let's take a look at the Delta. There should be a Delta, where's that Delta right there, 757-300. That'll be headed to Minneapolis. I believe it's 1114. Yep, Delta 1114. And this plane is one of their 757-300s that they acquired through Northwest Airlines way back in the day when they merged. It was originally delivered to Northwest in 2002. So the winds are gusting up to 25 knots according to the tower. It's a pretty stiff breeze out here. And we have a Delta arrival. And this is an Airbus A321. We just had a Southwest 737 land on runway 7 right. On the other side, we have one taking off right now, actually, right there. And we have American Airlines 787 Dreamliner.
Set left line up away, Southwest 874.
Southwest 3546, contact departure, have a good day.
American 1571 headed to Philadelphia. This is a 787-8 Dreamliner. This is one of their everyday regular flights. They normally operate one flight to Philly every day on the Dreamliner. They also operate 787 flights to Hawaii, and I've seen them go to DFW.
6018-25, runway 7 left, takeoff. 7 left, clear takeoff,
But we're going to see this one take off in a few minutes after they get down to the end of the runway.
Delta 1114, contact Fox, good day.
Delta 1114, good day.
Delta 3111,
Wow.
Foxtrot, hold for runway 7 left, at Foxtrot 11.
It feels like the wind is really.
7 left at Fox 11.
It feels like the wind is really picking up now. It's really getting windy out here. Like it's windier than it was when I first came out here. Yeah, this Dreamliner is 7 years old in 2015, and we're going to get to see that depart here. And there goes the SkyTrain, 2 SkyTrains. And that is the Terminal 3 SkyTrain station. Of course, just a few months ago, they opened up the SkyTrain all the way over to the rental car center, which was a significant expansion of the SkyTrain. But it's kind of cool. I rode the SkyTrain once here. And there's American 1571. All right, so the wind is from 150 direction at 22 knots, gusting to 26. So we definitely have a gusty wind out of the south here, kind of out of the southeast actually. And this is going to be ahead of a storm. This winter storm that's coming in is going to give us a little rain later on, but it's really going to put down a lot of snow up in the northern part of Arizona, Flagstaff area, Grand Canyon. They're going to get snow measured in feet, not inches. There goes American 1571, 787-8 Dreamliner, departing for Philadelphia. That plane is really quiet. That plane was so quiet going by. I don't know if you guys can hear a lot of the background noise that I've got going on here, but the background noise is coming from the Frontier Airbus that's parked at their gate. They've got their APU turned on.
1571 Heavy, please start your 1571 Heavy, 6020, just 7 left.
And here we have a anonymous CRJ 900, looks like. It's got to be American Eagle. I would say it's probably Mesa. But for some reason, they don't have titles on it. And if you look right across the runway right there, we've got a Gulfstream jet that just landed on runway 7 right. And they're going to turn off. They're going to make a right, turn off, and go to the FBO. Let's see if we have anything on that Gulfstream. It's a Gulfstream 4. Spirit has just arrived. All right, so I don't know if you guys were able to hear that transmission from the tower just a moment ago, but they were giving a heads up to the pilots that there was a report from an Airbus A320 in the vicinity of the airport that there was light icing between 11,000 and 15,000 feet, and the temperature, I believe he said the temperature was minus 15. It'd be minus 15 Celsius. So there is icing up above, and it's not really that low either. 11,000 feet. The low temperature, the precipitation, the bad weather is really not that far off. Not exactly sure what the ground temperature is. I'm showing 54 degrees on the ground right now. No, actually, I'm showing 63. 63 degrees, but if there's icing at 11,000 feet, I don't know exactly what that means meteorologically, but there's quite a big contrast between the ground and only 11,000 feet up. So the storm is definitely on the way, and the weather is going to get pretty bad here in a couple of hours, I would imagine. So we don't really have any activity here at the Frontier gates. They all seem to be holding. Well, they closed up the baggage bins on this aircraft right there. And we only had one Spirit arrive, so let's see if we have any of these Frontiers that are getting ready to depart. Yeah, the first one should be headed to Baltimore. The first aircraft that's parked right up by the train, the light rail, that one should be headed to Baltimore. That's an A320neo. The second one, the Horse, as I indicated earlier, is also an A320neo. It should be headed to Detroit soon. The third one is also an A320neo. And that one should be headed to Denver. That's the one that has the bird on it. So they've already got their flight plans in place. And the fourth one was an arrival from Fort Lauderdale. So we don't expect that one to be going out really soon. I don't have a time on these other departures, but we have, in order, Baltimore, Detroit, and Denver. And these are A320neos. And one Spirit that just arrived. We don't have any other. We have a CRJ taxiing, and we just had an American land. SkyWest. This is a 700, CRJ 700 headed to Billings, Montana. And the American right there is 1949 from San Diego. So, and they're waiting for the anonymous CRJ to depart before they are cleared to cross the runway, which they are doing right now. I'm going to make a slight adjustment on my tripod here. There. So the flight from San Diego here is going to cross the bridge, this 737-800, and make their way over to the West Bridge, which we can actually see from my location. We can see a little bit of it. All right, so they're going behind the bridge, and we have another Alaska departure. Another Alaska departure coming over the bridge for the taxiway here. And this one is Alaska Flight 609 to Portland. A 737-900. Now this is one of their older 900s, but this is not one of the ones that doesn't have the winglets. This is not a 900 ER, and you can tell because it does not have an outline of an extra door on the rear fuselage. The fuselage goes all the way back. There's no door. So that indicates that this is just a standard 737-900, but there really weren't that many of these built. I think there was about 50 or 60 of them built before they made all the improvements, and they're all 900 ERs now. But this one, 319 AS, is one of the older ones. So it's kind of rare to see them, the non-extended range versions, but Alaska has several of them, including the original prototype, which they have as well, and Delta. Delta arrival. Delta 943 landing from Minneapolis. It's an Airbus A321. I hear the jetway being pulled back on one of these Frontier planes. We'll take a look at it here in just a second as soon as I can Oh, it's the second one. It's the not the Baltimore flight. So we're going to see this one push back in this the Detroit flight. Yep, 2930. We're going to see that one push back momentarily. The jetway has been pulled back on it. And I don't see the beacon turned on, so it could be a couple of minutes. We have an American 2965 is an Airbus A321neo that you see in the background there, headed across the country to Washington, D.C., to Reagan National. And we just had a JetBlue. Where's that JetBlue? Right there is our daily JetBlue arrival. So JetBlue operates 2 flights a day here. One comes in the afternoon, and one is an overnight. Comes in around 10 or 10:30 and leaves around midnight or so. Headed back to, I believe that one is Boston. But the afternoon flight is a JFK JetBlue flight. So, and they park right here. They park next to Spirit. We're going to see them pull in. There's one open gate. So this is the only daytime arrival of JetBlue here at Sky Harbor. The nighttime arrival is, or at least recently, has been using an Airbus A220-300, but the daytime flight is usually on an A320 or 321 or A320. And so JetBlue Flight 35 is a, it's an A321neo. Okay. This is a 2-year-old A321neo, so it's a fairly new aircraft in their fleet. And Flight 35 arriving from New York City, JFK, and they'll be departing in an hour or two, I guess. Flight 36 will be headed back to JFK. So I keep hoping I can get another one of their special liveries. I've gotten a couple of them here, but with only one daytime flight every day, it gets kind of hard to get their specials. Frontier to Detroit is on the pushback right there. See, they've got their enclosed pushback tug. So they're going to push it back and they're going to turn it around. Well, actually, no, they're not going to turn it around. Because they're pushing tail east. Because we're having an east flow, so they're going to go runway 7 left. And you can see they've got the wing walkers over there. They push it back straight onto that taxiway. And now that they're going to unhook. All right, so we're getting the Detroit flight unhooked. getting them ready to go. Giving the pilots the signal that it's okay to proceed on. And there is another one pushing back as well. This is the Denver flight. So we have two Frontier departures going at the same time. This is a Airbus A320neo headed to Denver, Colorado. All right, so they're done with that plane. So now we've got two Spirit aircraft departing.
Got 3058 Finchon, taxi, right turn on Echo.
Right turn on Echo for 7 miles.
We have a Southwest. It's also taxiing to the runway that you can see. 8. No, that's not. That's 692. Headed to Burbank. And looks like we have an American. You can hear the engine starting on those A320neos. American 407 has landed from DFW. Right there. And that is an Airbus A321. And they're probably going to get permission to cross the runway. I don't see anybody taking off right now, so it should be clear. Okay. All right. And we have an American that's taxiing out for departure. And the Spirit flight to Denver is going to be the first one out. And there's our Spirit, Frontier Detroit flight is also ready to go now.
Yeah. Still using 30. For lap to 629, you can go right over to tower.
You can see in the background there we've got a SkyWest, probably a CRJ 700 looks like just landed. And
hey guys,
Southwest.
Use caution, we had a stuck mic there for a while. Ground American 2965 on the Sierra Bridge. American 2965 can turn for run Mexico.
And there you can kind of get a look at the cloud deck. It's over the mountains right now, getting a little lower. It's not raining just yet, but I would expect it pretty soon. Let's see what else we got coming in here. Delta, let's see. Yeah, we had a little glitch in the video right there, I think. That wasn't the fault of my internet connection. That was actually my fault. All right, I think we had a glitch in the video there, but that was me. I apologize if we did have a glitch. Thankfully, it was only a momentary glitch. Here's our first Frontier flight departing. And we had, of course, we had two Frontiers leaving, and now we've got one landing. We have a Frontier arrival. So as soon as they send them out, they get them coming in. Looks like they're going for the gate at the end right there. As soon as it becomes available. I don't know which one that is. $27.86 from Seattle. This is a Frontier flight from Seattle. Just about to turn into the gate. You see them giving directions right there. So they're pulling into F3. And let's see, we have a departure roll on the roll right now. The second Frontier. Looks like this Southwest is taxiing for departure. This is 1323. It's going to be headed to Denver. This is a 737 MAX 8. Headed up to Denver today. There's a CRJ 700 departing.
Next tower, left jet 75, on the wheel approach, 7 right. Jet 75, Phoenix Tower, runway 7 right, clear to land, wind 140 at 150. 7 right, clear to land, left jet 75, going to see you ahead at jet 10. Thank you.
WestJet 75? Is that what they said? That's not the Canadian airline, is it? What is WestJet 75?
Airshow 5858, wind 1406, correction 140 at 16, runway 7 left, lifting up. American 26, 619 Tower, 7 left, line for white, traffic will park up.
Land away 7 left, American 2669.
American 1923, contact park traffic. American 1923.
Well, I guess we'll have to wait and see. I don't know what that plane is. We do have another Frontier that will be making its way over the bridge. It's coming in from Las Vegas. It's an A321neo, and we'll be seeing it in a couple of minutes after they make their way over. I really wonder what the tower was talking to. WestJet
American 1949, traffic holds position, cross 7 left, Foxtrot 9er, turn right on Echo for the north route.
Clear to cross, turn left, Foxtrot 9er, right on Echo for the north route here.
Chuck?
Yeah, just 35.
35 feet scout, number 2 behind the rear jet, 3.5 mile final, turn right 7 right, clear to land, wind 140,
And there's Frontier landing in from Vegas. This plane is going to be larger than the other ones that you see at the gate because it's an A321.
American 2669, 7 left, still takeoff, 115, 16.
Takeoff.
Most of the traffic, for those who aren't too familiar with Phoenix Sky Harbor, most of the traffic we have here are 737s and A320s. A couple of the airlines fly larger planes like the 777. We get a couple of American 777s. We get American 787 Dreamliners, especially during the tourist season. During the winter season, the Dreamliners do the Hawaii routes and occasionally a domestic route like Dallas or Miami. And as far as international heavy jets, well, British Airways has been coming here for a long, long time. American Airlines, which is also part of the One World Alliance like British Airways, they fly a daily 777 to London, which they park and depart from the north runway usually, not the south runway. In the summertime, we get Condor, the German tour airline. They were coming here last summer with a 767, but I believe if they do return this coming summer, they're going to have an A330. A350s. I forgot. We have Delta. Delta uses the A350 sometimes. From Minneapolis, I've seen A350s here on a daily basis. But this Frontier is waiting for the gate to open up. Well, British Airways was sending in the A350, but I believe it's going to be downgraded this coming season to a 777. Not 100% sure about that. They used the 777 before they got the A350s, and before the 777, way back a number of years ago, they were using the 747. But the London route may go back to a 777 in the summer. We'll have to wait and see. But we have several Canadian airlines here. You can see right through the engine right there. That engine is not spinning as fast as the other one, looks like. They might be saving fuel while they wait. They're going to be going into the second gate, and I don't see, well, yeah, I see the guys getting ready at the second gate. They're getting ready to receive the plane. They're going to, here, I'll show you where they're going to. And they're going to this gate right there.
But they have a stuck line and we can't get through.
And you can see them getting ready for the plane to come in.
1573 Phoenix Tower, 7 right to the land, wind 150 at 15, gust 22.
And we have Breeze Airlines. Breeze Airways is the newest, or one of the newest airlines here at Sky Harbor. And they fly to Provo, Utah, Charleston with the Airbus A220-300. And guess what? We have a Breeze departure right there.
Fast 609 Phoenix Tower, ready to go?
We are ready. 609,
I'm not exactly sure where this plane may be going to Charleston, but I'm not 100% sure of that. And you can see Frontier is ready to move into the gate right now. Yes, this Breeze flight is headed to Charleston. It's flight 501. And if I'm not mistaken, they're going to return from Charleston this evening. So they're going cross country. The Charleston flight is one of their only ones that they operate here. This King Air 350. Oh, this was the WestJet they were talking about. This is the, it's a small cargo airline that we've got here.
Parker, good day, American 1320. They're going to go 3, make the next stop there.
Oh, there comes the rain. There you go, guys. There's the beginnings of our storm coming in. I don't know if you guys can see that, but that right down there in the distance across the mountains, that is rain. That means I'm going to have to quickly throw everything in here and get the heck out of here, because I'm definitely not going to get soaked. I'm on the roof of the garage here. I suppose I could go down one level, but I'm out in the open, and it looks like the rain is getting closer. Hello to Hurst, Texas. Thanks for tuning in over there. And yeah, this is pretty typical Arizona for. So Bill says that they're downgrading. British Airways is downgrading to the 777 this month. Well, it's really hard to get a picture to photograph their planes, because they arrive around sunset during June and July. The sunset time here is about 7:30 or so, and when they arrive, the light is kind of iffy, and there's also not a real good spot to shoot them from for how they arrive.
Wingspan 4, Phoenix Tower, yep.
So it's a little challenging, and there's only a small window between, let's say, the middle of June and the middle of July when you can actually get a decent picture of them.
Taxi hotel to Cutter.
Alright, cross 7 left on Echo 6, cross 7 right on Golf 4, taxi to Cutter with 4.
And
3 Phoenix Tower, 7 left on Hawaii, traffic cross down.
Denver Air Connection. This is another cool one that we've got here. These Dornier 328 jets. This is an airline called Key Lime Air, and they operate a service called the Denver Air Connection. And you really don't see very many of these airplanes around anymore. They used to be flown by Atlantic Southeast, Delta Connection, all over the place, especially in Atlanta. You'd see them multiple times a day back in about 20 years ago. But today you really don't see those
Alaska 703, wind 17,
Dornier
16,
328 jets
left,
too much. But we have them here.
Takeoff,
They operate from Telluride, Colorado.
7 left, line up and wait.
And I believe there might be another place that they operate from. Not 100% sure of that, but they are a daily occurrence here at Sky Harbor. The Denver Air Connection. So right now we're just getting a couple of random raindrops here and there. But yeah, see I got a couple of raindrops on the camera. It's not really raining, but Breeze is on the roll. Breeze Airways Flight 501 headed to Charleston, South Carolina. The Airbus A220-300. Hopefully they find some better weather over there.
9619, wind 16015, gust 25, runway 7 left, clear for takeoff.
He said the tower said the winds were 15 knots gusting to 25, if that's correct. It is really, really gusty out here.
31, runway 7 left, clear to land, wind 16015, gust 25.
Check this out right here. All right, you guys see we have one plane right there landing on the north side, and in the distance, I don't know how well the camera's going to pick that up, but there's another light in the distance. You can see them lined up there. And looks like they're about to start unloading baggage from that Spirit flight that arrived from Vegas. Wind is getting really gusty. I got more raindrops on my head. And here, let's do this. Let's see if I can maybe all right, so here's what I'm going to have to do, guys. I am going to turn the camera off, but I'm going to leave the stream going because I'm going to relocate. Whoops, I'm going to relocate and get myself under cover before this rain really gets going. And we will resume, hopefully, from a lower level.
Delta 1114, wind 16018, gust 25, runway 7 left, clear for takeoff.
Let's take off 7 left, Delta 1114.
Southwest 874, Phoenix Tower, 7 left, line up and wait.
7 left, line up and wait, Southwest 874.
Southwest 3546, contact departure, have a good day.
Good day, Southwest 3546.
Southwest 874, wind 16018, gust 25, runway 7 left, clear for takeoff.
7 left, clear for takeoff, Southwest 874.
Delta 773, Phoenix Tower, 7 left, line up on way.
Wait, 7 left, Delta 773.
Delta 1114, contact departure, have a good day.
Switching Delta 1114, good day.
Southwest 3111, join Fox at Foxtrot 11.
Fox short 7 left at Fox 11, Southwest 3111.
Three, wind 15018, gust 25, 7 left, clear for takeoff.
Clear takeoff 7 left, Delta 773.
Shuttle 5778, Phoenix Tower, 7 left, line up on way.
Line up away, runway 7 left, Air Shuttle 5778.
Southwest 874, contact departure, have a good day.
Departure 874, see you now. Short 3 Golf Alpha and the visual for 8, right.
613, Golf Alpha, Phoenix Tower, runway 7 right, cleared for takeoff. 7 right, clear to land, wind 15021, gust 26.
Land 7 right, Golf Alpha.
Air Shuttle 5778, wind 15022, gust 26, 7 left, clear for takeoff.
Clear for takeoff, runway 7 left, Air Shuttle 5778.
And 3 Golf Alpha, verify you're correcting for 7 right. You're further north than runway 7 left now.
Roger, we're correcting, Golf Alpha.
Delta 773, contact departure, have a good day.
Today, Delta 773. And Phoenix Tower, Gulfstream, 428 kilos there. What's the yield for the visual 7 right?
Remember, 428 kilos here, Phoenix Tower, number 2 behind a King Air, short final, runway 7 right, clear to land, wind 15022, gust 26.
Okay, with number 2, looking for the King Air, and we're actually going to land 7 right, that's 8 kilos here.
Plus 3111, cross 7 left at Foxtrot 11, contact ground 13255, have a good day.
Cross 25 right at Fox 11 on the ground, Southwest 3111 today.
Initial 3778, contact departure, have a good day.
Over to departure, Air Shuttle 5778. We'd like to verify the frequencies 124.9.
126.8.
Area 26.8, Air Shuttle 5778.
Gulfstream 8 kilos here, caution weak turbulence, heavy 787, will depart the parallel.
8 kilos there, thank you.
Lincoln 1571 Heavy, Phoenix Tower, you ready to go?
Yes, sir, we're ready.
Lincoln 1571 Heavy, wind 16020, gust 26, runway 7 left, clear for takeoff.
Clear for takeoff, runway 7 left, American 1571 Heavy.
You have 3 Golf Alpha, turn right there, Hotel 4, right on Hotel, and taxi Hotel to parking.
Alright, Hotel to park.
All right, I'm back. Hopefully the stream is still going. All right, so we're back on now. I've relocated downstairs out of the rain.
Tower number 2 on a Gulfstream 2 mile final runway 7 right, clear to land, wind 16020, gust 26. Caution wind turbulence, heavy 787 departs the parallel.
Okay, so the rain is kind of light, and if you heard them say heavy 787 departing the parallel, that's
20120 Zulu.
that's the that's the north runway.
Reported light rime icing, minus 15 degrees from 11,000.
That's one of the it's one of the domestic 787 routes. I'm trying to see which one that is. It might be the Hawaii flight. It's an American, I know that for sure. I can't really tell which one that is, but the rain is not too bad. It's just kind of intermittent drizzle, and this is the A321 that we saw come in from Las Vegas. Of course, now that I'm one floor down, my field of view is reduced. We have an American, let's see, American 1760 is going to be departing. They're headed to Austin, Texas. Where are they? There's a 737-800, and they're headed up to Austin. Believe it or not, I can actually still feel the raindrops. It's because the wind is blowing in my direction, so I'm under cover, but the wind is actually blowing the rain inside the garage, and we have a Frontier. Well, my tripod definitely needs to be adjusted here. There. And see, we've got a Frontier arrival. They just landed on the south side. And they're going to be pulling up here, Orange County, California, an A320neo. And they are probably going to take the first gate because we had one leave out of the first gate. What else do we have coming? We got a little Beechcraft King Air right there. Not quite sure where they're going. They might be going to the cargo. There's a east cargo ramp, or also executive ramp area over to the west of Terminal 3. So I'm not quite sure where they're headed to. But we're going to see Frontier. We're also going to see Southwest. There's a Southwest taxiing for departure. I don't know how well this is going to work. I'm actually still getting some rain on me. The wind is just blowing it like crazy into this garage. I could go over to the north side. I probably wouldn't feel any rain over there. there isn't as much interesting activity over there. So we have Southwest. You can see the Frontier still waiting to cross. And there's some ramp action going on here. Are they already done? They're already done? Okay, that was quick. And they've got the fuel hose hooked up right there. They're refueling it from their ground fuel junction. Oh, is he moving that belt loader to the rear baggage door? Or just out of the way? There's the lavatory service truck that you see right there. Looks like they're going up to the rear baggage door with this. And we're not going to be able to see very much here in a little bit because that new Frontier flight is going to pull in right in front of them here. If you guys look really closely, you can see all the way through the engines, all the way through those fans. See to the rear. It's kind of cool. So they're just waiting for. Oh, I see. We're getting a little bit of buffering now. Fantastic. All right, so we're not going to be able to stay out here too much longer. My internet connection is not going to last too much longer. All right. So it looks like the internet connection is not really doing too good here. And I can see that I am just about to reach my data limit. So we probably are going to have to call it a stream here. Let's see if we can last long enough to see this plane pull in. I'm trying to make some tripod adjustments. Okay. I know we're getting a little bit of buffering right now. My signal is it's about to go out. I can tell you it's about to go out. So let's see if we can keep a signal long enough for this plane to pull into its gate. We have a United 737 taxiing by. That one is headed to San Francisco. It's a 737-900 or 900 headed to San Francisco. And if I pan over while we're waiting, you can see onto that flight right there. And I believe those guys are coming over to marshal the plane in that's waiting right now. Or maybe they're going in to work on the baggage right there. My tripod is moving, or the picture is shaking a lot because it's really windy. That's why you're seeing the shaking. I've got the tripod extended so we can see over the wall of the parking garage, and it's kind of catching a breeze. Okay, so we are watching this baggage loading here on this Frontier because we're actually waiting for the other Frontier to get moving. We have this plane right there, which is waiting to turn into its gate. And so I figured we would take a look at the baggage loading process. And whew. Getting really windy out here. I don't know why they're making them wait so long. I see some guys waiting, like marshals waiting to escort the plane in. They're still waiting.
American 1949, hold for runway 7 left at Foxtrot 9er.
Control 7 West, Foxtrot 9, American 1949.
X Tower, left jet 75, on the visual approach, 7 right. Jet 75, Phoenix Tower, runway 7 right, clear to land, wind 140 at 16. 7 right, clear to land, left jet 75, going to the jet center. Thank you. Airshow 5868, wind 1406, correction 140 at 16, runway 7 left, clear to take off.
Airshow 5868.
American 2669, Phoenix Tower, 7 left, minus 1 white, traffic full cross center.
I believe 7 West, American 2669.
American 1920.
Looks like we have one of the operations guys doing a runway inspection out there. What are they doing there? Picking something up? They may be picking up something that blew onto the runway.
Traffic holds position, cross 7 left, Foxtrot 9er, turn right on Echo for the north route.
Get across that 10 left, Foxtrot 9er, right on Echo for north route here.
Okay.
Meantime, we have a southwest departure.
Visual summary.
Triple 35 Phoenix Tower, number 2 behind the news, yes, 3.5 mile final, runway 7 right, clear to land, wind 140 at 16. Yes, it is. Have that question. American 2669, 7 left, set to take off, wind 150 at 16.
Clear for takeoff, 7 left,
All right, so I don't know about this internet connection here. Here's the WestJet. And the Frontier flight is still waiting.
Range 2669, contact South Africa.
We're parking there, 2669. Get it.
Sky 3058, Phoenix Tower, wind 140 at 17, runway 7 left, set to take off.
7 left, 6, take off.
All right, so I think that my internet connection is not really going to get much better. So I think I'm probably going to have to call it a stream here for today, guys. We have a Southwest departing.
Taxi hotel to Jack, Disney monitor ground 13255. Air ground 13255, hotel Jack, Russia 75.
All right, so my internet's probably going to die here shortly. So I'm going to go ahead and call it a stream for today, guys. If the audio is still good and you can hear this, I want to thank everybody for tuning in. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the notifications so you'll be notified when I do another live stream. It could be